Hey guys, it's Bella here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my income streams from 2018. I had 7 different ways that I made money in 2018 and also how I lost money in 2018. So we can talk about that too. A lot of you guys know that I've been kind of all over the place for the last couple of years, really trying to figure out what I want to do as far as my business goes and just sort of been navigating the waters. But anyways, I think the biggest problem that I've had is focus, and so I've been spread really thin. And if you've watched this channel, you've kind of seen my ups and downs and a lot of emotional stress that comes from running this many businesses, and it takes its toll on you. But I mean, I don't think that I would have changed anything looking back because I've learned a ton, but I have put a lot on myself. So hopefully, in the next couple of months and especially in 2019, I want to learn how to manage my time a little bit better and how to be more efficient and how to delegate. I think that's the biggest thing, especially for us business people and us resellers and really anyone who's got a business that they built. It's extremely difficult to learn to let other people handle things for you. And I've gotten braver about that, and I've gotten, to where I can hire temporary help or hourly help or hire cleaning services and hire people to do the things that I don't really want to do. So I think that's one thing that I'm going to try to do more of in 2019, and also kind of do some more time management skills and learn that. But anyways, what I really want to talk about is how much money each of these businesses made me and whether or not they were a loss or a profit. And I want to talk about that in terms of taxes because I think it's really important to start thinking about how you can limit your tax liability before you are um, working on your taxes, because if you're worried about this in October or November, then the chances are that it's already like way too late for you to document what you need to document, especially if it's just your first year. And so I want to go through and kind of see some things that I did well this year and some things that I did not do so well, and we can talk about that. And I'll just go through here and let you look at my spreadsheets here. So for real estate, um, my first year in real estate, 2018, I was licensed in August. So basically, it took 6 months to take the course and get the license. And I was actually not able to deduct all of this 5,845. Anything that it cost to take the class and anything that I spent before I was actually licensed, you cannot deduct. You can only deduct things after the class. But that number is pretty close. I mean, and in actuality, it is how much money that I spent on real estate and real estate related things. Thankfully, in 2019, I've already had 3 closings and have some more coming up, so it's definitely picked up a little bit, and I've got a lot of business, so it's not as tough as it once was, but still, that is a big loss. I actually think that is the biggest loss I've ever had in business is my first year in real estate. But if you know anyone who does real estate, they will tell you that it is a long game. It is not something that is easy money like everyone thinks it is. It is something that you have to really foster, and you have to put a lot of time into things and watch it pay off over the years. So I'm not necessarily upset about that. And a lot of this money that I spent, sadly, was I think I would just call it experimental advertising and marketing money, because a lot of that, probably, I'm gonna say like 2 grand of it probably could have not been done. um, but also, as far as just dues go for real estate, I believe I had like I know over 2,000 just to be a realtor. And we have to be in the National Association of Realtors, the Alabama Association of Realtors, and then our local association, and then we have to pay for the MLS. So, I mean, there's just a lot of cost involved, but that is the biggest loss for 2018 for me, but also in a weirdly metaphorical way, the biggest gain, because it's really I've stepped outside of my comfort zone and started to meet people and get new ideas. And I think even though I lost about 5 grand, I've really probably gained like at least, gosh, I would say like at least it's worth 50,000 in knowledge that I've gained over the last couple of months. It is insane how much you learn in real estate just by having to participate in the process and working on the transaction. But anyways, that's a topic for another video. So Lyft, I barely drove for Lyft, but I did a little bit. And looks like, yeah, so this does not factor in mileage. I do my mileage a little weird. What I do for mileage, I get my MileIQ data and I actually just add it all up, and then let's see, I divide it between a couple of my different businesses that I use my car for, so this really doesn't even factor in the mileage. If you factor in the mileage with Lyft, you really don't have to pay much in taxes at all, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, Lyft is a good little side hustle for people who are needing cash or needing some extra to pull out some extra money each week. Okay, so Kirkman House, this is the property that I purchased, and so far that was the amount that I was able to deduct in 2018 for repairs and such. And I did not, I think I received my first rent check in January, so that was just a total loss on paper. And guys, just keep in mind, like, there's a big difference in a loss on your taxes and a loss on paper versus a loss in actuality. I mean, there's probably, gosh, at least $500 in food that I ate on my tax return that's a write-off, and you can deduct half of your meals, so I mean, why not put that on there? And there's a ton of stuff that's just, it's a big moving picture, and you have to kind of like see all the parts of it. So just keep that in mind while we're going over this. And what I'll try to do is make videos of each of these businesses, and that way we can talk through some of the other expenses. But anyways, so Lyft and Kirkman House, those are definitely works in progress. I think I've already made more doing Lyft this year than I did all year in 2018. Amazon books, this 12,269 is actually the amount that I received in payouts, and then this expenses side is the amount that I spent in inventory and shipping supplies and this, that, and the other, and every little thing I was able to write off. So I only showed a profit of around 4,000 for Amazon. So that's actually pretty spot on with what I thought it would be. Anyways, sorry, I was staring at the numbers there. This is why I really prefer to make the video without my talking head in the corner, because it's so awkward to look at yourself while you're trying to talk, and I just feel like I censor myself even more when I have to look at myself. Anyways, let's see. So shirts, y'all, I don't even know why I ever quit the t-shirt hustle. Like, seriously, look at this. $10,000 and $10,040 and $215 in expenses, $9,825 profit for doing almost nothing this year. I will say I've put a lot of time into merch, and I've put the hours into, say that I definitely earned this money. But for 2018, I'll tell you that I checked my account like less than 50 times, and that's pretty crazy. And I know I really didn't upload many designs this year at all. So might need to figure out some way that I can get some extra help with that and have someone run that for me, because I just do not have the time, and I don't have the time to even train someone to take it over. So if you are a competent human being, please DM me on Instagram at BellaStayFly if you want to help me with my merch by Amazon hustle. I don't really know how we would structure it, but I know a lot of people just pay the person by design, and then we can also structure it to where you could pay for whatever shirts sold and you would receive a cut of the royalties, and I would be very happy to do that, because at this point the account is more or less just functioning. It's resting on its laurels. So But anyways, yeah, that was the biggest profit for the whole year, guys. So merch by Amazon, don't sleep on that. And there's a lot of content on merch on YouTube, and a lot of my videos are about merch. If you just go into the search bar on my channel and type in merch videos, you should be able to find some stuff and find some inspiration. My 2 cents on that is that you should really not overthink it. Like, I think these people who overthink everything are not going to be like, you're not going to make a very good entrepreneur because you're never going to take action. And so that's kind of the way to make money, is to do something. You can't do nothing. Anyways, mileage for 2018, look at this, guys, $4,835 deduction for miles. That is incredible. I have Mile IQ, and I think that it is well worth it. There are some free programs, I believe, but Mile IQ is just like visually appealing, and it always works, and there's no limit on how many miles you can drive. And so I think that that's awesome, and I believe I know the amount is going up in 2019. I believe it's either 58 or 59 cents a mile is the standard deduction. So looking forward to that. And internet, just another little deduction here. Got the old Comcast Nazi company, so that's always fun to deal with them. Phone bill, $900 a year. Probably should switch, but it's such a hassle to switch. I just kind of leave it alone. I have T-Mobile, and it's decent, but I think if I could find some other flat rate company. Right now I have unlimited everything, so I think that, if you guys have any recommendations, I know, like, I think not AT&T, Verizon might have a flat rate thing now. It's hard to tell because it's different in every area, as far as what goes on with that. My IQ app, I think $78 a year or something like that. I think I pay for it monthly. And then Airbnb is another great business that I was able to run. Those expenses are a little off. The way my accountant told me that we have to do it for Airbnb is that we can deduct a portion of the utilities, a portion of the landscaping, a portion of the monthly house payment, and so on. And so that's really not an accurate number right there. I think it came out closer to, actually, I think Airbnb wound up being closer to, let's see, I can actually pull it up on my tax thing here. Let's see. It was closer to a $4,000 profit, honestly, after my accountant set me straight. She's really good about, like, she's not overly conservative, but she's also like, you don't want to raise any red flags, and tells me to take some of my stupid stuff off of there. But that's why I have her. I mean, because what I do is I write down everything that I think, and then I make a spreadsheet, and I bring her that spreadsheet, and we discuss it probably about halfway through the year, how everything's going, and then we'll meet before I give her all the data, because I'll need to explain it, and then we meet one more time after, and she goes over my return with me, and then if we need to make edits, then we can make edits. So great service. Let's see, interest income, that's just some stuff from my bank account. And YouTube, Google ads, $739. So y'all better know this channel is a labor of love. This is not something that I make any money on, but I really do enjoy it, and I appreciate you guys watching, because gosh, I think that, when you have a community of people who do the same thing, you really do learn a lot. Yeah, I make $61.63 a month off YouTube. I guess that pays for me to go to the bar a couple times, so we'll say that you guys bought me drinks. But anyways, I hope this wasn't like super confusing, and what I want to do is go through each one of these and tell you guys some great write-offs, and tell you what I learned from each business over the year. There's just not enough time to make it all in one video, and I think it would be really boring anyway, so I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys all had a good 2018. If you are involved in any of these businesses, leave me a comment and tell me, kind of how it went for you, or what you want to share, or what you learned, or what you're planning to do differently, because I think, It's a lot of the times when I watch YouTube videos, the most useful information is in the comment section. So, hate to say that, but that's just the way it is sometimes. But, anyways, guys, thanks so much. I appreciate it, and I will chat with you soon.